Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and tonight I'll be bringing you my second chapter of the EFF. Hopefully you enjoy. Chapter 2, Darkness Arises. After I finished work that day, I went back to the castle, and like normal, my mum came out and smothered me. If it wasn't for my mum's wife, Krista, telling her to get off me, I don't know what would have happened. I'll be in the gym if anyone wants me, I said to the both of them. I have two roles, being a son and a prince. So I went to the gym and took my anger out on a boxing bag. I never had so much anger in me before. Then Sunset came in to the doorway. Hey, hero. What you doing? What does it look like I'm doing? I snapped. Oh, you okay? You don't have to rip my head off about it, she yelled. I'm sorry. I'm just a bit on edge. I sighed. What now? She asked. Fancy Pants is cheating on Rarity with Lucy, I said. What, as in the model Lucy? She asked. Yep. I'm trying not to march over to his place and knock his lights out, I said. Do you want to go out? I've got the night off, said Sunset. I said yeah. It would take my mind off Fancy Pants and Lucy, I thought. Sunset and I were on the way back from the club when I saw Fancy Pants, with his hooves in Lucy's. Sunset could see the anger boiling in my eyes. He's not worth it, Jack, said Sunset. Okay, I replied. Then I saw him kiss Lucy. Nope, I shouted, running over to Fancy Pants. Oh, shit, shouted Sunset. She ran after me. AJ was out with Alpha Bloom when she saw me on top of Fancy Pants, getting punches in after punches. And she ran over and helped Sunset rip me off him. I was swinging and trying to get him. You two better get out of here. Now, shouted AJ. He's not worth it, Jack. He's nobody, said Sunset, sitting me on the ground and wiping the blood from my face. At the same time, in the underworld, an old enemy turned in his slumber as he fed off the hate, sadness, and heartbreak. With this little fight, he had enough to bring his darkness to Equestria. I went back to the castle when my mum came out and looked at my face. What happened? She asked. Nothing, I said, pushing her off me, and I went into the castle and went to bed. Later that night I heard commotion and screams. Sunset came in with my sword, pistol, and Spartan armor. As I got up and looked out over Canterlock, everywhere you looked, you could see demons, manticores. I was afraid who it was, and I hate to be right. I was meeting up with some soldiers when Charon, the Dark Lord, attacked and killed everyone in his path. Luckily, me and Sunset were luckily had time to get out of his way. My first concern was to get to my family and get them out of the castle. I got to the throne room, and lucky enough, they were with some ODST soldiers. Then I heard a sound like beating wings. Then the roof was ripped off, and there was a Zycon, which is like half dragon, half phoenix. Then some shadow warriors showed up. My shadow warriors. Sir, we need to go. There's no way we can defeat this guy, said one of the soldiers. Outside was a helicopter. I told everyone to get onto the helicopter as we left the air zone of Canterlot. The shadows that followed Karen around was devastating Canterlot. As you could see, pelicans, falcons, hogs, scorpions running from the shadow, some making it, some not. I looked around for my comrades, praying to God they were alright, the ones that crashed, but knowing they were not. And that was chapter 2. Hopefully you enjoyed, and thank you for listening.